bum 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 bum.
Thanks so much for coming. It's your first time on the show.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
Now you have a very interesting profession, is that right?
That's right, yes.
Why don't you tell the Sleepy Time comedy audience what you do?
Well, I make funny signs for homeless people.
Funny signs for homeless people.
Yes.
Now, not just regular homeless people signs, but funny signs. That's your real specialty, is that right?
That's right, yeah. As you know, there's a lot of people out there in this city. You'll see them every day who are having some trouble. They're down on their luck, and they need a way to communicate to the people around them that they're desperate. They're at the end of their rope. And if they don't get some help, they're going to die out there in the streets.
Sad. But
they need to say it in a way that's not such a downer. Right?
Oh, sure.
It's not going to bring people down. It's going to put a smile on people's faces and get people to open their wallet.
Sure,
That's
I got
where
you.
I come in.
Okay, all right. So I gotta say, I did not actually know of your work before I met you earlier in the green room, and you were showing me some of your signs, and I have to say, you guys may not know his name, but you will definitely know his work. Why don't you show him some of your signs? Show him some of your stuff.
Well, this is one of my most popular models. You guys have probably seen this one around.
Need money for beer? Hey, at least I'm honest. Classic sign. I've seen that. I mean, I've seen that all over the world. I've traveled all around with this show, and I've seen that all over.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. So that's huge. Obviously, it was a big money maker for you, I imagine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you can do so many variations on it. Need money for drugs, for sex. It's got a lot of appeal.
Sure. Need money for weed. It's classic. Great.
Yeah, really. Absolutely. This has been good for me. This is another sign you guys might have seen. Another Jack Clark original.
Obama's not the only one who wants change. Very good, very topical. This is like
well, not so much anymore. But back in the summer of 2008, I couldn't print enough of these. They were flying off the shelves.
Oh, I can imagine. Well, so now that raises an interesting question. So how do you make money from these signs exactly?
Oh, well, I charge a 40% commission on everything my clients make from these signs.
Wow. So you charge the homeless people, you take 40% of the, I mean, a lot of people would say that you're taking money from people that have no money at all. I mean, you're taking...
Well, yes, that's entirely true, but I'm not trying to be homeless myself. I got to get my cut here. And hey, look, I'm an entrepreneur. I work really hard. I'm not just resting on my laurels with these successes that I've had, constantly designing new stuff. And I thought it would be fun to show you guys some stuff I've been cooking up in the lab, get a little sneak peek at some new signs.
Hey, that's great. You guys want to see some new stuff? This is great. So these are signs which have not yet been out, but maybe we'll see them out like this summer or like in the fall. We might see some of these signs in the hands of actual homeless people. All right.
So here's the first one.
Let's see. CIA tapped my brain. Need money for tinfoil. Okay, so this is kind of about like the NSA, like the wiretapping scandal, is that right?
Sure, that sense of paranoia, but also the fact that a lot of homeless people suffer from mental illness. Let's have a little fun with that concept. Have a little fun with that premise. Yeah.
Okay. All right, that seems a little kind of sad, but what else you got?
Well, as I'm sure you know, nerd culture is very hot right now. Very popular.
Sure. Everybody loves it. Comedy nerds love comedy. Yeah,
that's right. So this is something that'll help us capitalize on that.
Will work for new Firefly.
Some fans in the audience, as you can see.
Firefly was what? It was a television show?
It's a sci-fi television show that went off the air prematurely. Yeah.
All right, well, maybe I'm the wrong audience for that one. I guess.
Obviously, homeless people are not going to actually be working for episodes of the TV show. I mean, they need food and water and shelter, medical care, stuff like that. But therein lies the humor.
Right. Okay.
I'll show you one more of these. This is one I'm real proud of. I think it's one of my most advanced concepts.
Okay. Very exciting. Let's see. Just knock. Okay, so then I would come by and I'd say, okay, who's there? Oh, wow. All right. I'll read this out for the Sleepy Time crowd here. A fellow human being laid low by cruel misfortune. My dignity, the only resource I have left to offer up. Laugh at me, O ye who dwell in comfort and warmth. Drink deep of my clown tears. and let your mirth blind you to the soul-rotting truth that here, but for the grace of God, go ye. That doesn't strike me as funny. It does not strike me as that funny, personally.
Well, check your back pocket.
My wallet's gone.
I stole it while you were
Oh, wow! All right. It's a trick sign. All right. Well, that's great, Jack. Thanks so much for coming. Will you come back?
So much for having me on. I absolutely will. And I'll be in the back of the room. If anybody here is interested in these signs, you can talk to me back there. In fact, please do, because to be honest with you guys, I myself am pretty desperate. I'm at the end of my rope, and if nobody buys these signs, I'm going to die out there in the street.
Is that true, Jack?
No, I'm kidding. Come on, you should know me better than that by now.
Yeah.
I got
Jack,
you
look,
there.
all right.